Ну что ж, привет всем, дорогие подписчики. Мы начинаем вторую часть прохождения игры Hogwarts Legacy. Я напоминаю, играем мы за даму персонажа. И пойдемте уже начнем учиться. Мы исправили прошлую погрешность. Теперь я уменьшил громкость в игре. И теперь меня должно хорошо быть слышно. О, господи, уже начинается что-то. Поболтать хочешь? Пей. Ладно, пойду вот к этому.
You'll like it, trust me.
Давай,
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth. And thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Не себе.
Don't fall off this time, Nelly.
А как с тобой поговорить? Девушка. Ладно.
Oh, what did I do wrong this time? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
No, I merely studied with him briefly before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
I hope so.
Be
If I
happy.
can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Спасибо.
Nelly would do
anything for a teacher. I'm sure you'd use them.
А, вот как надо.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Правда?
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
New Gryffindor.
Нифига
Professor
она
Weasley's
прыгает.
waiting for you outside the common room.
Ну ладно, пойдемте дальше.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long
Привет,
time.
привет.
Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Ну, пойдемте. А вы тоже со мной
This
побежите?
way.
Ну, все
The guide will give you
Nice.
opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Nice and warm.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Simply cast Revelio on it and
Revelio.
Да, я все это знаю, потому что я уже это проходил. В общем, это то меню, благодаря которому вы будете прокачивать своего персонажа, постепенно поднимая уровень. За прохождение игры, за
Keep your
дуэль
eyes
и
open
за
for
все
more
прочее.
opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Профессор, ну давайте побегаем.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Вот денежки заработали первые. Ура! Ура! Ура!
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Да, можно телепортироваться, это мы знаем. Хорошо. Вау, быстрая телепортация. То, что нужно для быстрого прохождения игры. О да, это не мои кости скрипят, это скрипит стул.
And here we are. Quite the time saver.
Давайте
These
продолжать.
stairs lead directly to
Кстати,
Central
напишите
Hall.
в комментариях, хотели бы вы увидеть, что
You can get almost
можно
anywhere in the
изучать.
castle quickly from Central Hall.
Нет, давайте поставим так вопрос.
Always
Напишите в
something
комментариях,
happening
хотели бы
here.
вы, чтобы
It's the heart
наш
of the hive.
персонаж
Our
изучил
King's Cross Station,
темные
so to
заклинания
speak.
и применял их. Напишите, пожалуйста, в комментариях, хотите вы этого или нет. Ура, нам дали возможность побегать.
That should be all for
Аня
now.
опять пошла.
You'll be expected to attend both
Заставка.
Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Спасибо, профессор.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Как скажете, профессор? Ревелио. Иди сюда, иди сюда. Ой, ой, ой. Я возвращаюсь. Хорошо. Здравствуйте, профессор.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Хорошо, открываю. Да, да, понимаю. Что я выбрал? Я молодец.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now,
Спасибо.
sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Я все поняла, профессор. Говорю от лица девочки. Полетели, полетели.
Revelio.
Ой, немножко подлагивает. Ну, ничего страшного. Здравствуйте, призраки.
Revelio.
А есть тут скрытая магия? Нету? Пойдемте дальше. Я бегу, я бегу.
Professor
Пауки.
Roman tends to go on a bit.
Ой, здравствуйте. А я сюда? Я опоздала. Нет, не опоздала. Куда жмякать? Я знаю, вот сюда. Привет, привет, всем привет. Я новая ученица Александра Парсифаль.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Это чё?
Thank you.
Спасибо.
Hello, I am Nettie.
Hello.
So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517.
Сразу же.
Before we
517
begin,
страница. Только
can anyone
начали
here
учиться.
tell me the difference between the
такое, нормально же
incantations
общались.
of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Спасибо. Я готова.
I
Я
am afraid
готова.
it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
И приступим к акцию. Раз, два, три, четыре. Вау, акцию!
Accio.
Ура! Освоила.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's
У
enough
вас
of that.
борода местами не
Well, as you all seem to have
прорисовалась.
the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Долго идем. Долго идем на улицу. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Запускай. Более-менее.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. Hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Давайте, давайте. Чё, я готова.
Very simply, cast AcciO
4.
on one of the spheres.
Опускать.
Very good.
Здесь надо вовремя опустить. Это мы
Now,
помним.
think of this like gobstones, if you
Вникайте,
will. But
дорогие
instead of throwing the
подписчики.
marbles out,
Теперь еще раз.
summoning them to
Отпустить.
Splendid!
Отлично. Чтобы если вы хотите заработать высокие очки, то вам непременно нужно как можно раньше опустить. Смотрим еще раз. Бил!
That's it!
Ура! Получилось!
Very good. Points to
Не, я тебе
Gryffindor.
5 не
But
дам.
there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues,
как
just as
скажете,
before, and
давай.
Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this.
Правила игры для вас. Также можно выбивать и чужие вот эти, и тогда они обнулятся. Насколько я помню. Мой черед. Стоп! Стоп! Нет!
Not to worry.
Ой. Ладно. 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 Ладно.
That is how it's done.
Хватит.
Very good.
Misha.
Только мою не сбей, пожалуйста. Слышишь? А у меня все равно больше будет. Стоп.
Nicely done.
Да, ладно. Ну и победила, и победила.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Давайте разнообразим. А то ведь так скучно было. Ну что?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Ну, давай.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus
Меньше
now.
слов,
You
больше
will need
дела.
it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
А чё, так можно было? Поехали. Мне камешек кубический помешал.
Let us see this.
Ну-ка, вот так вот. А как он дальше покатился? Ты же уже отпустила. Это что за черная магия? Ой,
There we
простите.
go.
Ух, ладно. Поехали. Как тебе такое? Ты чё? Ты чё, тебе плохо? А ну-ка, подай-ка мне ключ на 32. Вот так вот. Вот так вот. Вот так.
That is how it's done.
Так. Теперь я. Поехали. Уи! А, можно было не опускать. А я тогда опустил. Все, признаю, черной магии тогда не было. Вот такой из нас колдунка.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Спасибо. Я знаю.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Akio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here.
Ничего, через
It gets
термин
easier,
звезды
I
мы
promise.
еще научимся. Хорошо, что ты меня понимаешь.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking
Nice
and
to meet
competing
you.
with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Вот, действительно, пойду поболтаю.
Of course, you can use
A word,
Akio on
if you want.
Здравствуйте.
if you're so
You wanted to
inclined.
speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum.
Так точно,
Expect to hear
профессор.
from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Ура, задание выполнено. Бежим дальше к следующему.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Мне некогда. У меня еще одно обучение. Полетели. Точнее, побежали,
And then the
побежали.
werewolves join the goblins
Что
in the
не
uprising.
туда? Лохомора я еще не выучил. Бежим.
And by the end of it,
Прыжок веры. У-у-у. Нет, не дает. А так хоть. Спасибо. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла. Удивительный и большой Хогвартс. Тут же что-то было, по-любому. Уиу, кручу глобус. Бежим, бежим. Начать задание.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Да. Были бы мы в Хогвартсе,
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Погнали Левиосо. Раз пробел. 2 пробел. 3 пробел. 4 пробел. Левиосо! Рассечь воздух и взмахнуть. Вингардиум Левиосо.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Ой, спасибо, спасибо.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Основное.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember.
Левиосо.
Now,
Пау, пау, пау.
done.
Ну как вам?
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Я готова. Абсолютно.
This should be easy.
Протего. Бэм. Пуф, 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 пуф. На.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Ха-ха.
I know.
Врешь, не возьмешь. Простите, что я именно туда бью. Протего. Ба-бам. Ой, ты упал. Извини. С мужиками такое бывает не часто. 1 из 10 случаев, но...
You give as good as you get.
Давай. Пока. А блондинка-то тебе
I put you on
понравилась.
the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Спасибо, профессор, большое.
All right.
Бежим
That's
дальше.
enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ой,
Nice work.
здорово.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way, didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Ну, за этого персонажа у меня первая
In
дуэль.
fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Но только попозже. Ну что, мы еще успеем одно занятие провести. Дуэль. А? Что это? Нет, мы потом это посмотрим. Это другие занятия. Куда-то туда бегу. Та-ра-та-та-та,
Revelio.
Сейчас мы еще посражаемся последний раз. Прогрузка. Ура! Туалет с привидениями. Это то, что нам нужно. Это меня не напугал.
Revelio.
Дай мне свиток. Дезмонд долговязый. Ковровая дорожка. Карта Аргильшира. Нет, тут, видимо, надо это... Депульса.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Revelio. Levioso.
Привет, Себастьян. Быстро же ты телепортировался.
Can I help you?
Здорово, Люкан.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does crossed ones work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Еще и спрашиваешь?
Of course.
Конечно, да.
Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Да.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
Пускай летят. У них искры из глаз.
We'll make you regret
Ты
something.
еще пожалеешь, что записалась. Ути-пути. Ну давай, подрасажаемся.
Да хорошо, я это все знаю. Пау, фум, фум, фум. Ха-ха. А ты пока повиси, а мы посражаемся с девчонками, поговорим. По девчачьи, иди сюда. А почему ты на месте стоишь?
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again,
Хорошо.
congratulations on your first Crossed Ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Обязательно закинем духам. Дверки открываются. Не открылись. Ну что, дорогие подписчики и гости канала Школа 75 Парсифаль, я думаю, на этом надо завершить. Сегодня мы изучили 2 новых заклинания, а также поучаствовали в дуэли. Неплохой прогресс для начала. Ждите и дальше дальнейших новых выпусков. Я буду постараться комментировать и озвучивать все события, происходящие в этой игре. Я надеюсь, вам все очень нравится. Если вам это нравится, поставьте обязательно лайк и напишите в комментариях, что бы вы еще хотели от меня услышать. Ну а я с вами прощаюсь. До скорой встречи. Все, пока-пока.